Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Today is Monday, February 23rd. We have a three-game slate to break down today for NBA FanDuel. So, as normal, if you guys can leave a like, we definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on NBA FanDuel and DraftKings lineup advice videos. And like I said, turn on your notification bell as well so you guys know when we post videos and when we go live as well. Speaking of going live, we did do that yesterday. We had a couple technical difficulties for about 5 or 10 minutes. But anyway, we broke it down. It wasn't too long. It was only about 30, 40 minutes. Maybe, there might be times in the future that I might have some guests on and we can all break it down. But like I said, I would love to have you guys come join us for our live show. We had about 40, 50 people watching that live at once for the first time. So it wasn't too bad, but we are going to have another live show today at 2:30 Pacific time, 5:30 Eastern today. So about an hour, hour and a half before lock. Like I said, we're going to break down everything, and if there's any injury news or updates, we're going to break that down for you guys. If you guys have any questions, you can always drop them live in chat, and I will, answer them. Or should I pick this guy or this guy? Like I said, if you have any questions, we'll definitely answer all that in our live chat. So make sure to join us at 5:30 Eastern time today to break all that down. So with that being said, we also have our premium membership as normal. $6 day pass gets you two lineups for main slate for FanDuel or two lineups for DraftKings, or you can do one of each. You guys pick. And also, if you guys want our monthly pass, it's only $30 per month. And we still have our season pass special if you guys want to get in on that, since we have about 3 months left of NBA. So if you want to get in on premium, our Twitter will be in the comment section below. There it is right there on your screen as well. In the comment section, click that link right there. It will take you right to our Twitter. Give us a follow while you guys are there, and we'll follow you guys back. And also, like I said, if you don't have that, no worries. We have our email if you guys want to get a hold of us that way, have any questions, or want to get in on premium messages through our email. That will be in the comment section below as well. All right, with that all being said, all out of the way, our first game of the day is San Antonio Spurs taking on the Detroit Pistons at 2:32. So one of the better games on the docket and a 1.5 spread here by the Detroit Pistons. So yeah, I mean, this should definitely be one of the better games to watch, right? There's only three of them today, so um, let's go look at the San Antonio defense here, see how they have been doing. And as you see, they're not too bad. They have been getting slightly worse though that I have seen. If you guys are new here, red means they're really, really good. So this is all individual categories. This is like all these categories are added up into this one. So if they're in the red, that means they're really good against the position. Yellow means they're neutral. Green means they're not good. So in 150 on these numbers is the highest you can go, and one is obviously the lowest. So kind of shows you where they are. Just want to get that out of the way. So yeah, so for point guards, you can target them a little bit. 23.6 points per given up per game, 7.3 assists, and 1.9 steals given up per game for San Antonio. So Cade Cunningham is probably your main one to go to. And it's going to be, is it going to be Cade or is it going to be Victor today? I'm going to be picking Cade Cunningham in this one. Just right now, playing more minutes and doing a lot, everything right here for Detroit. So I really, really like Cade Cunningham today. Let's see what else we got going on. If you need it, like I said, there's only three games today. Duncan Robinson's an okay option here. He's going to get you 21 to 22 points, right? There's not a lot of value out here today, but the reason why I mentioned shooting guards are okay against San Antonio, they do give up 3.4 3-pointers made, and that's right down his alley there for Duncan Robertson. And they give up quite a bit of assists, so maybe he gets a couple assists and gets you 24, 25. So Duncan's in an okay spot. Tobias is all right. I'm probably not going to pick him tonight. Jalen Duran, his price definitely skyrocketed. He's going to be taking on Victor. But I don't mind taking a shot with Jalen Duran here if you can afford him. 48.5% field goal percentage given up and 14.3 rebounds and almost two blocks. So if you look at it kind of a little bit closer, this is not a bad spot for Jalen Duran here, right? He likes to shoot close, good for the field goal percentage, loves his rebounds, 14.3, and he loves his blocks two given up per game. So, yeah, I don't mind looking at that Jalen Duran here. So Jalen Duran and Cade Cunningham are the two I would look at here for San Antonio, followed by Duncan Robertson if you want to as your cheaper option. Moving on to the San Antonio side of things here. I said it last time and I'll say it again. the minutes are just not there. Maybe it's going to be here in a slightly more competitive game here, but I just they are just not really playing these dudes a ton of minutes, and their prices are just not dropped. So if you think this game's going to be competitive and San Antonio's going to play their dudes actual, then yeah, these guys are in good spots. Castle and Fox. I would pick Castle over Fox in this situation, but it's just they have not been playing minutes at all. They just been Harper, 5,400 in this matchup. Probably he's an okay option. He might get you 25, 26, but he's been a little bit limited as well on his minutes. Same thing as Devin Vassell. Keldon Johnson really, he did good on the offense, but just didn't do anything else for us there. So and he's been limited as well. So I don't really have a ton of San Antonio exposure as of now. We'll see how it is throughout the day, but definitely going to be favoriting Detroit. All right, Sacramento and Memphis. We have a 233, 3.5 here by the Memphis Grizzlies. I think Sacramento's lost, 15 or 16 in a row, if that's still the case. But yeah, it's just not looking great over there. Let's go look at the Grizzlies here. So one thing that I do want to mention here is Scottie Pippen. There's no word on it yet, but I don't know if you guys did see, but a couple nights ago, him and Gardner kind of got into it. Gardner had a cheap shot on him, and Pippen was, not too happy about it and pushed him back. And excuse me. So we will see if Scottie Pippen gets a suspension here at all. If it is, I would expect it to be announced already. So maybe he's not getting one. If for some reason Pippen is suspended and he's out today, then that gives a slight boost to guys like Cam Spencer. But they're pretty busy at the point guard, shooting guard position. So they're sharing minutes too right now. There's no one really getting a ton of exposure unless these two dudes get out. Then these guys get exposure. So Jerome's going to play 23, 24 minutes, going to get you about 30, 35, still rightly, slightly below that $7,300 tag. So we'll just have to keep an eye on Pippen. If he plays, I don't really have exposure to those point guards. GG's in a half decent spot here. Kyle Anderson looks like he's out / doubtful in this one, so Prosper's going to be another chalky option to put you in a good spot here at 55. Taylor Hendricks, a little bit cheaper option, a lot lower usage rate for sure for this dude. But I would definitely pick Prosper, and a lot of people are going to do that as well. So Prosper and Jackson are the two I'm going to look at. If Lawson Lovering does start and they go big here, which I think they might, then I don't mind looking at Lawson Lovering here. I think a lot of people are going to go max for Sacramento for good reason. But if and only Lawson is starting, I will put him in there and save, and hope he gets me 33, 34, and hope that max for Sacramento only gets you about 30, 35. Speaking of him, he's at 6,300. Memphis, actually the one spot that they're half decent at this year, which I'm kind of shocked at. They're pretty good. But once again, once we look in the numbers, kind of with Jalen Duran, how Max plays, field goal percentage 55.2%, 14.7 rebounds, and almost 2 blocks a game given up here for Memphis side. So like I said, I expect him to be popular. That fits in exactly his role: points, rebounds, and a couple blocks. So really good spot for him. 6,300. You cannot deny that price tag. But if you're trying to be different on a 3-gamer, you need to fade him. And I don't know if it's a good idea, but that's the only way you're going to be different. And like I said, Lovering so far is the one that sticks out. I think Preston Achua here is a not solid option. The only thing that's kind of stinks with him is his minutes kind of been all over the place. So I think he can still get it done. His price is 56, so that's the only caution sign is you're hoping and praying that he's going to play 25 minutes and they don't randomly play him 15. It does help that they're injured over here, but one guy that has been playing a lot more. I don't know if he's been starting. I'll have to double check, but if he hasn't been and he starts, then Achua is definitely not good. So if Achua comes off the bench for some reason, Keegan Murray is in a really good spot tonight. He's a small forward, power forward, playing pretty good minutes coming out of an injury. Usage rate, like I said, is pretty good. Still had 30 fantasy points with 2 rebounds last time against San Antonio in a hard matchup. So yeah, I mean, I am all over Keegan Murray tonight, and like I said, Achua is my GPP play. just because I don't know what's going on. But if Achua sits, I'm not playing him. Keegan Murray, like I said, for sure, got to put him in there. One guy I want to mention right here is Devin Carter. This is I don't know what happened here. I was watching this game. They didn't give Devin Carter any minutes until the fourth quarter, so there was no word on it. And yeah, he was a popular play. He was a solid option as you see, and then he just played 5 minutes. So I don't know what to really make of that one, unfortunately. So the guys I'm picking on this one is going to be Max Chua and GPPs only, and Keegan Murray in cash games. DeRozan is okay in GPPs as well. All right, Utah and Houston, sorry, to end the night. We have a 229, 12.5 here by the Houston Rockets. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Keontae George for Utah is questionable in this one, but he hasn't played in a while. So even if he comes back, I don't expect a ton. This Houston defense is pretty dang good. I don't know really where I would want to go. If you're going to pick anybody, maybe some of the younger guys, you could look at Kyle Flipowski. Houston slightly struggles against centers, and that's really the only spot that they struggle. So you can look at Kyle Flipowski at probably a little bit lower ownership, but it is a hard matchup. But that's the only spot I would really go. And then these other guys, it's just not good matchups for these dudes. Um, I mean, if you're trying to be different, you can go Collier, but like it's a 12.5. So and Markkanen's illness probable, so we'll see how that goes. And then we got Houston side of things. I think Reed Shepherd could be in a good spot. He is priced a little high for the minutes he's given, but even if this game becomes a blowout, I don't expect Reed Shepherd to get a ton of um, garbage minutes because he's not a garbage time player. He's part of the rotation, so we shall see, but yeah, I still think he's in a good spot at 58. I think you can take a shot with him in cash games. Like I said, there's not a lot of value, so you kind of have to take what you got. Easton's all right at 6,000, might get you 27 to 30 as a cash game play. Same thing with Jabari Smith, 30, 35 point upside, but every time I pick him, he sucks. But he's been a really lot better recently, and his shot's been pretty good this year. So 6,500, I'll take him. Um, Jabari Smith or Keegan Murray. I don't know. That might come up, but I'm going to go Keegan Murray here. I'm going to go Keegan Murray over Jabari Smith if you had to pick a head-to-head matchup. Jabari Smith has a slightly, better matchup, but I mean, Memphis is pretty terrible. So I'm going to go Keegan Murray over Jabari, but both pretty good options. And then Sengun, if you need to go there, you can go there. I think he'll definitely get there. He hasn't been great recently, but like I said, there's not a lot of good studs on this slate, so you kind of have to take what you got. So, anyway, that's kind of what we got going. As normal, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it, and also hit that subscribe button for more NBA FanDuel lineup advice videos. Like I said, we are going to be going live today around 2:30 Pacific time, 5:30 Eastern time. We're going to be live on our channel, so make sure to turn on your notifications so you guys know when we go live. Like I said, it might be still a little slight difficulty on the technical side, me getting things going, but once we get going, we'll break it all down here once again if there's any injuries. So we'd love to have you guys join us for our live stream. And like I said, we also have our day pass for premium. You get 2 FanDuel lineups for $6, less than a cup of coffee, or you can do one of FanDuel and one of DK, and $30 for a monthly pass as well for FanDuel and DraftKings separately. So if you want to get in on any of that, Twitter will be in the comment section below. Click that link right there. We'll take you right to our Twitter. Give us a follow. We'll follow you guys right back. And like I said, we have our email down there as well. Message us on our email. We'll get you guys all set up, or if you have any questions. All right, once again, thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the support recently as well. And like I said, check out our live stream today. We'll love to see you guys there. All right, once again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys win some money today, and we'll see you guys here on Tuesday.